Welcome to the online lectures of Math 1-to-1, Linear Algebra and ODEs. Today we are going to discuss about exact equations, and this is exercise 2.4 in your course book. Definition of exact differential equation. A differential expression like this is an exact differential in a region R of the xy plane. If it is corresponds to the differential of some function f defined in R, a first order differential equation of the form is said to be an exact equation if the expression on the left hand side is an exact differential. For example, we have this differential equation and it is an exact equation because its left hand side is an exact differential. We can write the left hand side of the differential equation as an exact differential like this. Notice that if we make the identification of function m and n, then partial m by partial y is equal to 3x square y square and partial n by partial x is equal to 3x square y square. So we can observe that partial m by partial y is equal to partial n by partial x. In this example, we will solve an exact differential equation. We have this differential equation. By comparing given differential equation with this general form of exact differential equation, we can observe that function m is equal to 2xy, this one, and function n is equal to x square minus y, this one. So we will take the partial derivative of function m with respect to y, we will get 2x, and when we will take the partial derivative of function n with respect to x, we will also get 2x. So partial m by partial y is equal to partial n by partial x. So this is the exact equation, and here exists a function partial f by partial x which is actually equal to function n, and we have 2xy is equal to function m, and also there exists a function partial f by partial y which is equal to function n, and its value is x square minus 1 from here. Now we can solve this equation for the solution, and for solution we can use function m or function n. So in this problem we are using function m for the solution of the given differential equation. So we will integrate function m with respect to x by using this formula, and we will get the answer x square plus y plus g of y is equal. So this is equal to equation 1, where g of y is the constant of integration. Taking the partial derivative of the last expression with respect to y and setting the result equal to function n gives us this equation. So this is the value of function n because n is also equal to partial f by partial y. So we can put both the values of partial f by partial y equal to each other. By simplification we can get that g dash of y is equal to minus 1 because x square is present on both sides and it will be cancelled out. Now in order to find the value of g of y, we will integrate this equation. And the answer would be g of y is equal to minus y. Hence putting g of y is equal to minus y in equation 1, we will get the value function equal to x square y minus y, so that the solution of the equation in implicit form is equal to x square y minus y is equal to c. The explicit form of the solution is easily seen to be y is equal to x divided by x square minus 1, and this is defined on any interval not containing x equal to 1 or x equal to minus 1 In this example, we have this differential equation and we are going to solve this differential equation. By comparing given differential equation with the general form of exact differential equation, we observe that function m is equal to this and function n is equal to this. When we will differentiate m with respect to y and we will differentiate n with respect to x, we will get the same answer written over here. So this is an exact differential equation because partial m by partial y is equal to partial n by partial x. Hence the function f exists for which partial f by partial x is equal to function m and partial f by partial y is equal to function n. Now for variety we shall start with assumptions that partial f by partial y is equal to n. So in this example we will use function n for the solution of the equation. You can also use function m. So when we will integrate function n, which is actually equal to partial f by partial y with respect to y, the answer would be this. We call this equation 1, and remember that x can come out of the symbol is that in the integration with respect to y, x is treated as an ordinary constant. When we will differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to x, we will get this answer, and we know that function m is also equal to partial f by partial x. So putting function m over here and simplifying, we can observe that h dash of x is equal to 0 because e2y is present on both sides, so it will be cancelled out, and y cos xy is also cancelled out. So we left with h dash of x equal to 0. So integrating this equation, we will get h of x equal to c, and putting the value of h of x equal to c in equation 1, we will get a family of solution equal to this equation. In this equation, we will solve exact differential equation with an initial value problem. So this is the given differential equation and this is the initial value which says that at x equal to 0, y is equal to 2. Okay, rearranging the given differential equation, we will get this form, and from this form we can observe that function m is equal to this and function n is equal to this. This is an exact equation because partial m by partial y and partial n by partial x both are giving the same answer, minus 2xy. Now there exists function f, which is actually f partial f by partial x equal to mxy and partial f by partial y is equal to function n. So in this problem we will use function n for the solution of the given differential equation because the integration of function n is easy as compared to function m, because function m involves trigonometric function. So by considering function n is equal to partial f by partial y is equal to y into 1 minus x square, and integrating this with respect to y, we will get this equation which is labeled as equation 1. So here h of x is integration of constant of integration. So in order to find the value of h of x, we will take the derivative of equation 1 with respect to x, and our answer is this. Now we will put this answer equal to function m because function m is also equal to partial f by partial x. We will get this equation. By simplifying this equation, we will get h dash of x is equal to cos x sine x, because minus x y square is present on both sides and will be cancelled out. Integration gives us that h of x is equal to minus 1 by 2 cos square x. Putting this value in equation 1, we will get this equation. By simplifying, we will get answer is equal to this. Here c is equal to 2c1. The initial condition we have y is equal to 2 when x equal to 0. By putting this initial condition in this equation, we will get c is equal to 3. So the implicit solution of the problem is equal to this. The explicit function obtained for various values of c from here can be written as this. In this example, we will learn how to convert non-exact differential equation into exact differential equation. Suppose we have this differential equation and this is non-exact because function m is equal to xy and function n is equal to this. We find the partial derivative partial m by partial y, which is also written as m sub y here is equal to x, and when we will take the partial derivative of function n with respect to x, which is written as n sub x is equal to 4x. So we can observe that partial m by partial y is not equal to partial m by partial x. So we will use this formula to convert non-exact differential equation into exact differential equation. So here we have m sub y minus n sub x divided by n. By putting the values, we will get this complicated answer. So we cannot use this answer to convert non-exact differential equation into exact differential equation because it depends on both x and y. However, when we use second formula, which is n sub x minus m sub y divided by m, we will get the answer 3 divided by y. So this is only a function of y, so we can use this function to convert non-exact differential equation into exact differential equation. But before going to do that, we will have to calculate integrating factor with this formula, and the answer is y power 3. After we multiply the given differential equation by y power 3, the resulting equation is this. Now, by using the method of exact differential equation explained in this lecture, you can find the answer of this modified exact differential equation, and its answer would be this.